Welcome back to BikeFusion Hub, your go-to spot for the freshest, boldest, and most in-depth motorcycle reviews on the internet. Today, we're diving into a machine that blends heritage with modern performance in a way very few bikes can pull off. This is the 2026 Yamaha XSR700, a retro-inspired middleweight that's been reimagined for a new generation of riders. Whether you're into urban commuting, spirited canyon carving, or simply love that timeless vintage aesthetic, the new XSR700 promises to hit the sweet spot. And trust me, this 2026 update brings some serious refinements. So let's break down everything you need to know: its design, performance, features, price, and what makes the 2026 XSR700 such a unique option in Yamaha's lineup. The first thing you always notice about any XSR is the styling, and in 2026, Yamaha leans even deeper into its faster sons philosophy. This new XSR700 looks beautifully crafted, with a perfect mix of modern machinery and retro curves. Up front, the iconic round LED headlamp returns, but it's slimmer, brighter, and framed with brushed aluminium accents. Yamaha says they wanted the bike to visually echo the CAF copyright racers and street trackers of the past, but with cleaner, tighter liners, and they nailed it. The tank is still sculpted with that signature teardrop shape, but the panel work is more refined, giving the bike a premium feel without losing that minimalist charm. Moving to the seat, Yamaha introduces a subtly updated ribbed saddle, slightly thicker this year for better long-distance comfort. It sits lower at around 835mm, making the XSR700 approachable for riders of all sizes. The rear end gets a new LED tail lamp that blends better into the frame, giving the bike a sleeker silhouette. One of the cool touches is the expanded Yamaha accessory pack selection. Riders can personalize the XSR700 with heritage panels, scrambler-style seat kits, and even a neoclassic fairing, letting the machine shift between CAF copyright racer, tracker, and adventure urban styles. Customization is still one of this bike's strongest selling points. But a motorcycle isn't just a piece of art, it needs performance. And this is where the XSR700 continues to shine with Yamaha's beloved 689cc CP2 engine. For 2026, it receives revised fuel mapping, updated emission tech, and smoother throttle response. Power output sits at around 74 horsepower and 68 Nm of torque, which might not sound crazy on paper, but the feel is what matters. This twin delivers torque everywhere, pulling hard even from low RPMs. It's the kind of engine that makes city riding effortless and backroad riding addictive. The throttle is crisp, predictable, and incredibly fun. Yamaha kept what riders love: accessibility and excitement, but fine-tuned the delivery for even better smoothness. The gearbox remains a slick shifting 6-speed unit, now paired with an assistant slipper clutch that lightens lever effort and minimizes rear wheel hop during aggressive downshifts. Yamaha also introduces an optional quick shifter for 2026, something riders have been begging for. If you like seamless, clutchless upshifts, this is a fantastic addition that modernizes the riding experience without ruining the retro soul. Cornering performance gets a solid improvement as well. Yamaha revised the suspension tuning, retaining the familiar 41mm front forks but updating the internals for better damping control. At the rear, the monoshock has improved rebound settings to make the ride smoother over rough roads without compromising sporty behavior. The bike still weighs in at around 189 kilograms wet, which helps it stay agile, especially in tight city environments. The XSR700 has always been known for its nimbleness, and that reputation stays firmly intact for 2026. Braking performance also gets a notable upgrade. Dual 298mm front discs paired with Advix calipers provide stronger bite and more precision. Yamaha's latest ABS system is standard, but what's new is the improved sensor calibration, making it smarter and less intrusive during spirited riding. The rear 245mm disc remains small and compact, perfect for subtle modulation in slow speed conditions. Let's talk about electronics. because even though the XSR700 stays true to its retro identity, Yamaha sneaks in a few modern touches to make everyday life easier. The 2026 model features a redesigned TFT digital display, still circular to keep the classic theme, but now brighter, sharper, and with Bluetooth connectivity. From turn-by-turn navigation to music control and ride logs, it adds convenience without clutter. Thankfully, Yamaha resisted the temptation to overload the bike with riding modes or traction settings. The XSR700 is still about simplicity and rider engagement. You get ABS, smooth power delivery, and that's about it. For many purists, that's perfect. One area Yamaha improved significantly for 2026 is ergonomics. The handlebars are positioned slightly wider and higher, giving the rider a more upright stance ideal for commuting and long weekend rides. Foot peg placement stays neutral, offering a balance between sporty and relaxed. Wind protection, as expected, is minimal on the base model, but the optional heritage fairing solves that while adding incredible classic racer vibes. Sound is another key piece of the XSR identity, and Yamaha keeps the CP2's unmistakable exhaust tone punchy, throaty, and character-rich. New tuning and catalytic updates make it slightly deeper this year, though still EU compliant. Many riders are already buzzing about how good the 2026 model sounds with Yamaha's official accessory slip-on exhaust. So what makes the 2026 XSR700 stand out in the retro classic middleweight segment? Three things: authentic styling, engaging performance, and daily usability. Some bikes lean too retro and sacrifice comfort and practicality. Others lean too modern and lose the emotional appeal. The XSR700 strikes that rare balance, offering a bike that's fun, approachable, stylish, and endlessly customizable. Now let's talk pricing. For 2026, the Yamaha XSR700 comes in around $9,799 used, a slight bump from previous years but still competitive in its class. Considering the improved electronics, suspension refinements, better brakes, and fresh design touches, the price remains compelling. So who is the 2026 Yamaha XSR700 for? Really, anyone who wants a bike that feels alive without being intimidating. It's perfect for new riders moving up from smaller displacement bikes, intermediate riders who want something stylish and versatile, and even experienced motorcyclists who appreciate a machine that connects the rider to the road without too much electronic interference. It's a bike that reminds you why you fell in love with motorcycles in the first place: simplicity, style, and pure riding enjoyment. After testing it thoroughly, it's clear that Yamaha hasn't just updated the XSR700A, they've refined it into one of the most well-rounded and character-filled motorcycles in the middleweight category. It's retro enough to turn heads, modern enough to ride daily, and fun enough to make you take the long way home every single time. If you're looking for a bike that delivers authentic riding emotion with Yamaha reliability and modern build quality, the 2026 XSR700 deserves a spot at the top of your list. Thanks for watching BikeFusion Hub. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what bike you want reviewed next. Until then, ride safe, ride smart, and I'll see you in the next one.